Jim Scheinman I met in February of last year, and we have been working diligently to try to put this series of events together. Since that time, I interviewed him with a smaller group like this at our annual conference, and he immediately agreed to come up to Toronto and to Kitchener-Waterloo. He arrived at 4 o'clock yesterday. We did 3 stops before 9 p.m. And he met all of the current cohort out of the Creative Destruction Lab. They had a dinner last night. This morning, I picked him up at 8 o'clock at his hotel. And remember, he's like on the jet lag plan, right? And we did our first meeting at 8:30. Then we went to Highline BC, and we had pulled from a series of recommendations a list of about 55 companies. There were about half a dozen that were a fit, and Jim met with those. He met with some Highline companies, and we went to the Digital Media Zone and did a tour. And so in total, he's met one-on-one with about a dozen companies, and he did a talk at 1 o'clock at Highline today, and now he's here tonight. And he really, he hasn't barely been here. He's 26 hours, 27 hours in the country. So that's just his, the grind that he's going through in order to find out what's going on in Toronto. So we should be grateful for that. He's doing it on his own time, so we appreciate that. Now, Jim is a very experienced consumer internet expert. I learned also that in terms of his early business history, he was in the collectible space, trading sports cards. It was a $25 million business in Vegas. So the notion that we often receive from vendors that you can't switch, Tiger can't change his stripes or whatever. Here's somebody that certainly evolved out of an entirely different business line. He then went back to school to become a lawyer, and now is a marketing and growth hacking expert, having gone through some of the most formative companies in social network in history. So he was on the founding team of Friendster, and then joined the founding team of Bebo, which was the largest social network in Europe, and rode that straight through its exit for over $850 million to AOL. So certainly one of the most experienced consumer investors that we've had in our series of events. Please join me in welcoming Jim Scheinman.